Hello everyone, and welcome, after what seems like an age, back to Let's Play Airlinesim with me and the Yemen Air. Well, there's a lot of news that I could speak about, but I'm gonna try to do more of an overall overview of what the company is like now. Now, if you remember, in the past, I have spoken about this company and I mentioned a couple of things. First is that we have pretty much exhausted the entire area of short-haul flights. I could maybe do a couple more lines to Egypt, which I intend to in the future, but we have pretty much covered all the important places all around us. There isn't many places that we could go to now. The places that are around in the medium haul area are also pretty much exhausted. Now, I could fly to places like Afghanistan and Pakistan, but I don't really see that as a priority right now because it's mostly wasting my time. So instead, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a bridge that I could make money off. And that bridge is, in many cases, it's the same, Europe to India. So far, this has not been working at all. Neither is Europe to South Africa or Europe to Central Africa. I'm kind of getting desperate here, but on the other hand, I was smart and I really made such a cushion that we don't have a problem here. Now, you can see that I have almost 35 million Airlinesim dollars in my bank. Let's look at the numbers now a bit, and we're gonna see what this thing is all about. So this is my overall company development. You can see that we started somewhere around here, which could be, I don't know, it could be like maybe April of 2014, and we slowly grew to around here, which is where I started recording. Now, I let the company run on autopilot most of the time, slowly adding up a plane here, a plane there, but mostly trying to hold on to the profit that we were making, which is this. Eventually, though, it started falling apart at around this area, and I started doing a bit more of changes. The main difference is I'm slowly adding points, trying to find some sort of balance and mainly keep the profit going. Now, arguably, this entire area, I haven't paid the attention to the company at all. You know, that was the plan. The company can do whatever the fuck it wants. It's making money, and I'm gonna come back when we have enough money to do the massive expansion that we want to do. Now, at this point, the company has a value of nearly 150 million Airlinesim dollars. And as you can guess, I have 35 million in the bank. So whatever happens to us at this point is okay. We're doing fine. And this goes even for this. I've been doing many changes lately, and we still have profit. As far as this goes, I can keep on expanding, keep on trying to find some routes that will be profitable for me, and go from there. Now let's see what is happening directly. So we're gonna go to the overview and to the info page. Well, actually, let's look at this. I currently have 3 big fleets. I have an Antonov AN-148-100E fleet, coupled with Antonov AN-158 type of fleet, of which I, however, have only one plane, which I own. I'm paying for the bank, you know, for that, but I own it. I'm planning to get eventually all of these 9 of these aircraft into my fleet, buy them when I can. But at this point, I'm not entirely sure if they are, you know, the way I should go. I own all the Avros that you guys probably remember. I own all the SAPPs that I currently own or fly with. Now, as far as the flight shuttle goes, it has grown a bit, but it's mostly India and Europe. Apart from all the traditional one like Abu Dhabi and Addis Ababa, I think you already saw that one before. I've added flights to, but not limited to, Delhi. Where is the other ones? I think you saw Johannesburg. We are flying to London Heathrow now, which is a new thing. We're flying to Madrid. We are flying to Mumbai. We are flying to Paris, both Charles de Gaulle and Orly Airport. We are flying to... Okay, that's all there is. So those are the new destinations that I have. I have to admit they're not doing as good as I would want them to. Let's look at the load monitoring. I think it's going to show you best what I'm talking about. Now this is, let's go, 24 hours until now. That seems reasonable. So let's look at the places that we are flying to now. First of all, that's Bahrain. At around 6, most of our flights, this is the departure. So this is the line where most of our flights are departing at this point. You can see that the loads are horrendous for most places, but we're still turning in profit, which is kind of awesome, you know. With this amount of people in every flight, it is really, really interesting that we are still turning in profit. So Johannesburg, you can see that it's flying about third, maybe 1/4 full, somewhere between. Lagos, again, that one is really terrible. London is awful. Madrid is completely fucked. Oh my god, not even a single person flew there. What else do we have? Salalah. Paris is not all that hopeless. That's about half full. There's Paris Orly. That's not all that bad either. And that is probably only. We have any now until 24 hours. Anything else that is worth? What about Delhi? We have Delhi. Cairo is good. Medina is good. But then again, Johannesburg, awful. Madrid, oh my god, Madrid is just so fucked. Rome is also a terrible idea. And here's Delhi. Yeah, Delhi is awful. Paris is awful. Paris here. So, this is quite depressing, to be honest. But again, we are fucking in profit. That's the important part. We need to keep that in mind. This is a painful expansion. This is really painful expansion, but we have to do it. The fact is that eventually, at one point or another, all of these destinations that we are flying to will start giving us more and more people. I signed an interlining agreement with a company that is based in Colombo in Sri Lanka, so I'm going to add a flight there soon. I also plan to start flying into more destinations in India and rapidly decreasing the prices in Europe. We need to get people in our network. That is the most important part. I didn't have much time to do this up until now, but I will devote a lot of time to it in the next week, trying to tweak the prices, drop them, add extra services, add extra points. We still got the profit and we got the cushion. So we can experiment a bit, see what works, see what's not working, I'll have to figure it out. We just have to add more flights. Now, are we or are we not flying to Frankfurt? We're not, so I'll add flights to Frankfurt, flights to Brussels. I plan flight to probably Barcelona. We're gonna have a flight to, maybe even Prague, but I'm not entirely sure. And on the medium haul, we're gonna add flights to India, flights to Colombo, and I'm planning probably flights to Madagascar and some of the French domains. We'll see if our points can get there. That's a bit tricky, but I'll try to do that. We're facing incredible competition, lack of domestic demand, and basically just everything is wrong. So this is what I have been saving all this money for. This is why you have waited for these episodes for so long, because we really need the money to go out there. And at one point it's gonna work. The question is, will we still be here when it will work? I don't know. I really don't know. I have to find the places, but like Frankfurt, Paris, Madrid, London, these places should give us a shit ton. So I'm gonna drop the prices. I'm gonna get people in the net. Even if we fly at massive losses, if we manage to get the people in the network, they will fly at the different places. I'm gonna start adding a bit more airpoints to this area. We could probably start flying to some of the more, I'd say, vacant destination. I don't know if there's someone currently it changes all the time, in Oman. Let's have a look, but I could cover that quite well in the database. I'm still not completely used to this new interface. It's awesome. I love the look of it, but as I haven't played in a while, I'm still a bit iffy on the whole thing. So yeah, we have Arabian Wings in Oman. So one of the things I could do immediately is send an interlining agreement. I also should find partner in each of the cities in Europe, but that market is just fucked. There's no local airlines. There's just these huge, gigantic companies that are competing against each other, just exhausting everything. So my only weapon is prices. It's basically the only thing I can do to fight them. There is nothing else. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say right now. It's grim, but I know that you guys have been requesting this for quite some time. This is the situation. This is why it took so long. This is what is gonna happen. And at the end of this all, I would like to add an apology. There was one of you guys that had pretty much all the 757s that were on the market here at my server that I'm playing at. And you contacted me a couple of times offering those airplanes to me. And every time I said yes, and then I didn't contact you. So I would like to apologize for that. It was just very busy time for me, and I just didn't devote any time to Airlinesim at all by the time. So I'm really sorry. And I would like to mention that that person, he knows who is, was very kind and did all he could to get me those airplanes, and I just killed it every time. And that's my own mistake. And I feel a bit sorry for that now, because I would really like those airplanes. I could maybe use them to fly to some of the destinations that I cannot reach with the current setup they have for me. But alas, that's what I did, and I can only be mad at myself. So yeah, till next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope your airlines are doing fine, and I would like to know who is playing this. So if you watch this video and you are playing Airlinesim, post a link to your company. I would like to see how many people are watching this and playing at the same time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed again. Take care, and see you next time with some more Airlinesim, where we are working on Yemen Air, one of the hardest companies that I ever played.